Good evening and welcome along to the International Centre here in Telford, where the dust is only just settling after a scintillating display by the world champion Zhao Xingtong. The cyclone blowing away the magician by 6 frames to 3, and it means there's only one place left in the semi-finals tomorrow. Well, the stage is set for a very exciting evening of snooker, and I'm joined by two very popular people this evening. John, first of all, well done on yesterday's performance. Were you happy with the manner of the win and what you put out there on the table? As for tonight, careful. As for tonight, it should be close. They've played 11, best of 11 frame matches, so this could go the distance. So, Stephen, 8 have gone the distance, and Stephen, I hope you haven't got any plans for tonight, because
side of the game, it could be a long one.
So not your kind of match then, Stephen?
Not quite, not quite.
And John, you'll hopefully be tucked up in bed, getting ready for the semi-final tomorrow, but of course keeping across the coverage. But what is the toughest thing about playing these type of players?
Before, no, every time you play them.
Selby has been scoring heavily this season, but Mark Allen has a good record against him, especially in the latter stages of tournaments.
Yeah, but yeah, he's an absolute genius. That's incredible. But I definitely learn a lot when I watch Mark Selby in terms of the...
Wait for this match tonight. We'd love to know your thoughts as well. Remember, you can go over to X to cast your vote on who you think will win tonight at Channel 5 Sport. OK, Mark Selby. Well, as for Selby, do you think he has the psychological edge over his opponents, because they know you'll have to scrape him off the table if they to get over the line?
I think he has a psychological edge over a lot of players, not just...
No, you've got to play lights out snooker. As Stephen says, he's got very few weaknesses, if any. So you've just got to concentrate on your own game. And if you...
One trait you had from Mark Selby, what would it be and why?
His cue power.
Yeah,
I think.
OK, right. Often Brad, that's really where he's focused and really developed recently.
Yeah, as you said,
definitely. I mean, it gets overlooked, I think, Mark Selby's...
Ronnie O'Sullivan famously called him the torturer, you know, but he's much more than that, isn't he, John?
I think that...
Yeah, what a quarter-final it was, and as you can see, we have relocated to the arena where everyone is just slowly taken to their seats ahead of a blockbuster night here in Telford. Now, as for that quarter-final, Zhao Xingtong really turning it on after the interval.
Yeah,
Xingtong won 4 frames in a row with the tournament's highest break of 142. So do you feel as though he's still got a few more gears to go, though?
I think Xingtong just seemed to go through the gears, and it's like effortless. He just doesn't look under any pressure. And obviously the guys... And
Alan McManus actually said it was the most complete performance. Do you agree?
Yeah, I do.
You'll be fine, John. You'll be fine. OK, let's take a look at... Do you think the challenge brings out the best in Mark Allen?
I think these matches should bring the...
Do you think we gave enough credit to Mark Allen after beating Wu Yizhou, who was in great form coming into the tournament? Do you think we gave him enough credit?
I think he gets the...
Well, that's the thing, you know, Mark Allen is known for a defensive game, but are you seeing more of an attacking style of play coming in? And he wants to say that he wants to move around the table more quickly, so do you think he's adapting accordingly?
But sometimes the balls just don't let that happen, but I think the reason...
Let's go over and find out where Alan McManus is, because he's been taking a deep dive into Mark Allen's game, and he's joined alongside Matthew Stevens in the practice room. So well done.
Yeah, I didn't get the score right, which would have put me right up to the top of the leaderboard. But
with the rest of the group, Mark Selby, or are you going to buck the trend and go Mark Allen?
I'm going.
Let's have a look to see who you guys are voting for tonight in terms of our viewer poll on X. It is also Mark Selby 75 with Mark Allen at 25. Well, let's see who comes out on top, because coming up next, it's our who is actually practicing in the room over there. I've also got Mark Allen behind me, and Stephen Hendry has come inside the players' lounge. I mean, Stephen, we built up as this, you know, huge match, 2 big match players, but it's not really been what we expected.
No, I don't think anyone would have expected a 4-0 scoreline after the interval. A shocking performance from Mark Selby, you have to say. I mean, he was in the first frame, missed an awkward red, and since then, you know, or I should say, after then, he was just played bad shot after bad shot. Hard to explain what happened with him, but Mark Allen has taken advantage. And he's just grown in confidence the longer the match has gone on.
Yeah, so full credit to Mark Allen. You know, he's taken those opportunities, but it's just quite surprising that we're just not seeing the very best for Mark Selby, who's, you know, practicing next door to try and come back into this match.
Yeah, and he needs to find some in confidence the longer it's gone on, because to be honest, he's not been put under any pressure.
I suppose long pot success, 29%. So he's in next door in the practice room, so he's going to want to improve on that. How does he turn this around, then, Mark Selby?
Well, he's got to start doing the easy things right, and then the rest hopefully will take care of itself. You know, you start to pot that. You know, he's missed easy shots. You get into the easy stuff right. You build your confidence. You build a bit of rhythm. Build a bit of momentum. Hopefully, you know, he needs to win probably the first 2 frames of the next session to win this match.
OK, right, let's dip over to Alan McManus. He makes it look so easy.
He did make that look very, very easy. But I'm not a safety monger like these guys. But even I would have thought play cushion first and behind the yellow.
And intervals change matches, don't they? So in terms of what he can be doing, he needs to turn things around, doesn't he? How does he do that? How does he cut out those mistakes?
Well, he's got to obviously have a positive attitude, go out there and hopefully get a chance, an easy chance early on in the next frame, so to get his cueing going, get his scoring going. But as we always say, he's going to need help from his opponent. And Mark Allen's such a tough match player. I don't think he's going to be given much help. OK, well, let's see how the conclusion this room. Delighted to be joined by Alan McManus and Joe Perry. That was much more like it after the interval, wasn't it, Joe?
Yeah, it was a real...
entertaining. But the damage was really done in the opening 4 frames for Mark Selby.
Yeah, end of the afternoon as
Here
Mark.
he is. Mark, congratulations. Well done. How was that for you out there, especially that final frame? Very dramatic.
Just trying to get in the tour champs. That sort of takes care of the crucible, and that's what I'm aiming for. But that was a big win.
OK, Mark, thank you. 5 Alan and Joe, thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow for semi-finals day.